It is a Raoult's law. Raoult's law of a solution containing non-volatile solute. Non-volatile solute. Non-volatile solute particles. The Raoult's law related with non-volatile solute. You know that if volatile solute is there and solvent is also volatile, compulsorily solvent is volatile. Solvent becomes volatile. Solvent is volatile, but solute is non-volatile. Solute is equal to non-volatile. It means that only solvent vaporizes, forms vapors. Solvent vaporizes, forms vapors at the surface of liquid. Vapor creates a vapor pressure. It is the property of vapors of solvent only. But due to addition of pinch of solute, non-volatile solute, how vapor pressure affects? How vapor pressure affects? It is the law. Suppose P1 is equal to vapor pressure of solution containing non-volatile solute. Non-volatile solute. And P1 naught is equal to vapor pressure of pure solvent. Pure solvent. It means you are adding non-volatile solute into the solvent. If solvent is alone, then its vapor pressure is P1 naught. And the mole fraction of solvent is x1. Mole fraction of solvent. Mole fraction of solvent. This P1 vapor pressure of solution containing non-volatile solute totally depends upon amount of the solvent present in the solution. Because solvent ही वेपोराइज होगा और वेपर्स बनेंगे और वेपर्स बनने के बाद कंडेंसेशन होगा. कंडेंसेशन एंड वेपोराइजेशन एट अ पर्टिकुलर टेम्परेचर प्रेशर, इक्विलिब्रियम होगा. एट दैट इक्विलिब्रियम स्टेज वेपर प्रेशर विच इज टू बी क्रिएटेड. Totally vapor pressure related with this much part, mole fraction of the solvent. It means P1 is directly proportional to x1, amount of the solvent, mole fraction of solvent present in the solution, whatever it may be. Solute is non-volatile, but x1 is the amount of solvent. Then you know that P1 naught, अकेला P1 naught है तो vapor pressure of pure solvent is always constant. This constant vapor pressure indicated by this P1 is directly proportional to x1 and P1 is equal to P1 naught x1. This is the Raoult's law, means vapor pressure of solution containing non-volatile solute equal to multiplication of vapor pressure of pure solvent which is volatile and amount of that solvent. It is the Raoult's law. Then we are going ahead after this statement. We are going ahead after this statement. You know that x1 means mole fraction of solvent, x1 is equal to 1 minus x2 mole fraction of solute. जितना भी mole fraction of solute है, mole fraction of solute and mole fraction of solvent. Mole fraction x1 is equal to number of moles of solvent divided by n1 plus n2, and mole fraction of solute is equal to number of moles of solute divided by total number of moles n1 plus n2. n2 number of moles of solute non-volatile, n1 number of moles of solvent. It is the ratio between moles of solvent and total number of moles of solute and solvent. Moles of solute, total number of, when it is to be added, x1 plus x2 आप जब ऐड करोगे बच्चा तो ये होगा n1 अपॉन n1 प्लस n2 प्लस n2 अपॉन n1 प्लस n2. It means it is x1 plus x2 is equal to 1. x1 plus x2 is equal to 1. It means this denominator part which is similar, directly add n1 plus n2, and n1 plus n2 which is to be taken single, n1 plus n2 divided by n1 plus n2 is 1. So x1 is replaced with respect to 1 minus x2. x1 is replaced with respect to 1 minus x2. Yes, P1 vapor pressure of solution containing non-volatile solute, P1 is equal to 1 minus x2, 1 minus x2, P1 naught. P1 naught means x1 is replaced by 1 minus x2. x1 is replaced by 1 minus x2. This P1 is equal to P1 naught minus P1 naught x2. P1 naught minus P1 naught x2. It is one of the second calculation part. By putting the value of x1 is equal to 1 minus x2, it is to be calculated such type of reaction which is to be coming. Such type of reaction shows that this P1 minus P1 naught, P1 minus P1 naught is equal to minus P1 naught into x2. Change the sign. P1 naught minus P1, P1 naught minus P1 is equal to P1 naught x2. By changing the sign, we must write such type of, because it is the larger thing. Vapor pressure of pure solvent is always greater than vapor pressure of solution containing non-volatile solute. साइन चेंज करने के बाद ऐसा लिख सकते हो आप. ये इक्वेशन आपके सामने आ गया. आफ्टर दिस P1 naught minus P1 upon P1 naught, it is known as lowering of vapor pressure, that is relative lowering of vapor pressure. This is lowering of vapor pressure delta P upon P1 naught is equal to x2, means relative lowering of vapor pressure is equal to x2. Means if relative lowering of vapor pressure is given to you, it means that mole fraction of solute containing non-volatile mole fraction of solute which is to be added into the solution, that mole fraction is given. जिस solute से ये कुछ सब कुछ हुआ, because it is it is a colligative property, and this colligative property depends upon number of solute particle. Means amount of solute is very important. The relative lowering of vapor pressure is equal to x2. With respect to this relation, so many problems are there. So many numericals are there. You must read, when we add a non-volatile solute, the solvent which is to be added by solute, it becomes a solution, and P1 is vapor pressure of that solution, which is directly proportional to amount of solvent. Because vaporization process takes place by only solvent, which type of amount or how much amount of the solvent is present, that much amount of vapors are collected at the surface point, at the upper part of the surface, and they create vapor pressure. It is related with amount of, means mole fraction of that solvent, and it is a Raoult's law. P1 is equal to P1 naught into x1. x1 is replaced by 1 minus x2. This 1 minus x2 into P1 naught. P1 is equal to 1 minus x2 into P1 naught. When it is to be solved, this much amount of relation which is to be coming. It is one of the part, Raoult's law of solution containing non-volatile solute. Okay. Yes, we will continue this vapor pressure part. Vapor pressure, in this vapor pressure part, this relation is very important. This relation is very important. With respect to this relation, with respect to this Raoult's law type relation, lowering of vapor pressure, determination of molar mass of solute, molar mass of solute, determination of molar mass of solute with the value of delta P, with respect to the value of delta P, with the value of delta P, determination of molar mass of solute by the value of delta P, means by the value of delta P means by lowering of vapor pressure, lowering of vapor pressure. Vapor pressure get lowered with respect to that delta P value and relative at the ratio of delta P and P1 naught. We must calculate molar mass of that solute. Molar mass of solute is calculated by colligative property, and colligative property, it is one of the lowering of vapor pressure, that is relative lowering of vapor pressure. Relative lowering vapor pressure, it is the ratio of vapor pressure of solvent and how it is to be lowered value and original value ratio is RLVP, relative lowering of vapor pressure. So we will start next how molar mass is to be calculated. Molar mass of solute M2 is molar mass of solute. Molar mass of solute is MT. W2 is mass of solvent, mass of solute added, which is non-volatile and non-ionizable. M2 W2. W1 mass of solvent, M2 W2 W1, these are the notation. Larger amount of the component represented by 1, somewhat smaller amount of the component represented by 2. Capital M represented as here molar mass, small m related with respect to molality, and capital M related with respect to molarity, means number of moles of solute per liter of solution, and small m, it is also one of the concentration, molality, number of moles of solute per kg of solvent. That is another part. This M2 W2 W1, by taking this reaction, this relation P1 naught minus P1 upon P1 naught is equal to x2 yes, it is delta P, आप इसको delta P भी लिख सकते हो, delta P upon P1 naught is equal to x2 means N2 upon N1 plus N2, that is N2 means number of moles of solute, N2 बरोबर moles of solute, N1 means moles of solvent. You know that N2 is equal to given mass upon molar mass of solute, given mass upon molar mass of solute. Here with respect to this equation we must conclude that this value of mole fraction of N2 is negligible in comparison with this N1. ये बहुत large है, moles of solvent is very large. N2 is somewhat negligible part. So to calculate some type of determination of molar mass of solute, you must cancel this N2 value. It means that delta P, lowering of vapor pressure, upon P1 naught, vapor pressure of pure solvent, is equal to only N2 upon N1. N2 is to be negligible, N2 is very small, N2 is very small, very small, which is to be negligible, N2 upon N1. Write this delta P upon P1 naught, आपको फार्मूला मैंने बताया था अभी, N2 is equal to W2 upon M2 and N1 is equal to W1 upon M1. W2 means mass of solute, M2 means molar mass of solute, W1 means mass of solvent, given mass of solvent, M1 means molar mass of solvent, molar mass of solvent. Put this value, this relation here in this equation, that is W2 divided by M2 upon W1 divided by M1. Our target is determine molar mass of solute. Molar mass of solute, that is M2. आपको M2 डिटरमाइन करना है, तो M2 डिटरमाइन करना है तो इसको सीधी तरह से लिखो अभी, डेल्टा P लोअरिंग ऑफ वेपर प्रेशर अपॉन P1 नॉट इज इक्वल टू W2 अपॉन M2, W2 अपॉन M2 इंटू M1 अपॉन W1, M1 अपॉन W1. सो M2 इज इक्वल टू, द फाइनल इक्वेशन मैं यहाँ पे लिखूँगा, द फाइनल इक्वेशन इज M2 मोलार मास ऑफ सोल्यूट इज इक्वल टू, अभी ये डेल्टा P इधर जाएगा, P1 नॉट इधर जाएगा, W2 इंटू M1 इंटू P1 नॉट डिवाइडेड बाय W2 M1 P1 नॉट डिवाइडेड बाय डेल्टा P W1, डेल्टा P इंटू W1. It is our final colligative property, lowering of vapor pressure and molar mass. They are proportional to, reverse proportion is there. डेल्टा P नीचे आएगा, M2 W2 का मतलब सोल्यूट होता है ना, तो मास ऑफ सोल्यूट है, M1 का मतलब मोलार मास ऑफ सॉल्वेंट, P1 नॉट का मतलब है वेपर प्रेशर ऑफ प्योर सॉल्वेंट, वेपर प्रेशर ऑफ प्योर सॉल्वेंट. डेल्टा P लोअरिंग ऑफ वेपर प्रेशर, लोअरिंग ऑफ वेपर प्रेशर मीन्स हाइयर वैल्यू P1 नॉट माइनस P1, P1 नॉट माइनस P1. आप डायरेक्टली ये भी लिख सकते हो, यहाँ पे डेल्टा P की जगह पे आप लिख सकते हो डायरेक्टली M2 इज इक्वल टू W2 M1 P1 नॉट अपॉन इन ब्रैकेट P1 नॉट माइनस P1 into W1. The unit of molar mass is gram per mole. Unit of molar mass gram per mole. It is in gram, it is gram per mole, it is in atmosphere, it is in atmosphere, it is in gram. With respect to this calculation, we must calculate value of M2. It means molar mass of solute. Molar mass of solute is to be calculated. Yes, vapor pressure which depends upon amount of solvent present in the solution. ये इक्वेशन जो था ना, P1 vapor pressure of solution directly proportional to amount of that type of X1, amount of solvent. इसके बाद क्या था, P1 is directly proportional to X1 के बाद P1 is equal to P1 naught X1. P1 naught is constant value. The graph between this and this, x1 and vapor pressure. x1 means this mole fraction of solvent. अगर मोल फ्रैक्शन ऑफ सॉल्वेंट जीरो से स्टार्ट होता है, दिस मोल फ्रैक्शन इज जीरो, देन वेपर प्रेशर इज आल्सो जीरो. इट इज 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. अभी यहाँ पर 1 आएगा, 1 मैक्सिमम वैल्यू 1. x1 is 1. This vapor pressure increases with respect to this. The graph becomes high at higher value only at this point which is to be there. Here x1 is equal to 1. x1 is equal to 1. It is the graph in between x1 and vapor pressure. x1 is equal to 1 means there is no x2, means there is no solute. This pressure point, this pressure is known as P1 naught, vapor pressure of pure solvent. कुछ नहीं था, सब कुछ हो गया, बढ़ते बढ़ते बढ़ गया. जब भी अमाउंट बढ़ते जाएगा, सॉल्वेंट का अमाउंट बढ़ा, वेपर प्रेशर बढ़ा, सॉल्वेंट का अमाउंट बढ़ा, वेपर प्रेशर बढ़ा, सॉल्वेंट का अमाउंट बढ़ा, वेपर प्रेशर बढ़ा, सॉल्वेंट का अमाउंट, वेपर प्रेशर. ओनली सॉल्वेंट जब होगा तो ये वेपर प्रेशर ऑफ प्योर सॉल्वेंट का पॉइंट होगा. P1 नॉट, वेपर प्रेशर ऑफ प्योर सॉल्वेंट, वेपर प्रेशर ऑफ प्योर सॉल्वेंट. एंड इट इज अ property, vapor pressure related with only solvent because it is volatile. You are adding non-volatile solute in it. With respect to that non-volatile solute, vapor pressure with lowered, that lowered vapor pressure represented by delta P, P1 naught minus P1, P1 naught minus P1. Okay, bye. Thank you.